Sup?
Keyframe? What are you doing here?
Baking cookies. What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, smart Alec, let me rephrase. Why are you doing your business here?
My washing machine is broke, Hayan never takes his vest out of his, and Golden doesn't wear clothes. Well, usually.
So, you came all the way out into the desert in 100-degree weather, hundreds of miles from civilization, snuck past my guards, just so you could do laundry.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I'll give you a point for dedication, but minus 5,000 for good thinking. I need to do my laundry too, by the way, so I'd appreciate you moving.
Well, tough. There's about 5 people ahead of me, so you're gonna have to wait.
These budget cuts are killing us! Why is everything so crappy around here?
Budget cuts? It's always been this crappy.
So, is that a cosplay, or...?
That's none of your business!
Noted. Duly noted.
Hey, Keyframe, she missed a couple. Do you mind grabbing those and giving them to her? I don't think it's proper for me to handle women's laundry.
Sure, buddy. For the price of a collab. Unless you want to get up close and personal with Ari's skivvies.
Fine, okay, we'll do Where the Apple Lies.
I pride myself on my negotiating skill. Wait, what episode? So, this opens up with... I don't wanna! I have a strict policy on recapping episodes. In that I don't. I turned into a zombie for my morals, Firebrand.
And I have a strict policy on letting my guests open things up unless I forget. Deal with it.
Fine. But I'm doing it my way. So this opens up with showing Filthy Rich getting the first shipment of Zap Apple Jam as known in Family Appreciation Day.
Quick continuity intro, and we see that Apple Bloom has messed with some of the orders in an attempt to take charge and be a part of the business. And this isn't out of character for her. We've seen in Super Speedy Cider Squeezy that she impulsively tried to make a deal with the Flim Flam brothers without consulting the family first. And we see from Bridal Gossip and Some Pony to Watch Over Me that Apple Bloom does tend to go off and do her own thing in an attempt to appear more mature and that she can handle responsibility.
And it usually ends up with her being in over her head. Though, given how short she is, that's not too hard.
So what does that make you? Perpetually on your high horse?
Don't make me use them. I have a license to lace.
Okay, fine.
Now why in tarnation would you lie to me, Apple Bloom?
What? She's just trying to emulate her big sister.
What could you possibly know about it? You've never told a lie in your whole life.
Okay, let's get the list. The last roundup, Party of One, Fall Weather Friends, Applebuck Season, deleted scene from Mystery on the Friendship Express, The Crystal Empire. Need I go on?
Look, I know we keep harping on this point, but here's the thing. It's okay for Applejack to be the element of honesty and have her be dishonest from time to time. Forcing a character to be 100% honest 100% of the time would make her rather one-dimensional. You can't expect a person to be perfect at all times, and her occasional dishonesty makes Applejack more dynamic and thereby strengthening her character. However, you can't keep claiming Applejack never lies when we've clearly seen it happen several times.
Well, to be fair, all those times she lied weren't in front of Apple Bloom, and we've seen from Brotherhood Social that AB has a rather idyllic view of her sister as this world-saving badass donkey. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Only words like that on this family-friendly channel.
But then Big Mac and Granny start reacting the way people normally act when they're told Applejack never lies.
You might as well tell her the whole story.
We need a plot for this episode.
So we cut to a flashback and oh my gosh, Big Mac has a faux hawk. This is the greatest day of my life.
Screw that. Look at little lanky Jack. Oh, she has toothpick legs.
Applejack. Ideas are all well and good, but you can't plow a field with them.
Wait, Granny just said...
When Applejack and Big Mac were just a wee bit older than you are now.
Jeez, puberty hit Big Mac like Tyrek hit Twilight through a mountain. So flashback AJ and Big Mac meet up with, oh wow.
Can we all just revel in the fact that with only the image of past spoiled rich, we know that nose jobs exist in the MLP universe? Because I definitely am.
Who would name their kids Spoiled Milk?
I don't know, Brandon Hephaestus Fire. Why don't you tell me?
Hey, my name's cool. Her name should be poured down the sink. But yeah, see more about couples taking on the surnames of their partners. Makes you wonder what other characters' maiden names are. Wait a minute. In Hearthbreakers, after Granny joked about the choosing stone knowing any apple farming hunks, Pinky's dad said, "Indeed so," when he looked at Cloudy Quartz. Does that mean that Cloudy used to be an apple?
Okay, Matt Pat, cool your jets here. One episode at a time.
Oh, now, dear, be nice.
Even as a younger pony, she was unpleasant. What does he possibly see in her?
Well, it could be an arranged marriage like rich families sometimes do, despite none being shown at this point. In fact, we've only seen 2 marriages during the show's runtime. If it's not an arranged marriage, well, we did think the worst of Diamond Tiara before we were shown that a lot of her poor behavior stemmed from her abusive mother. Maybe something similar is going on here. If not even that, well, at this point she's easy on the eyes, particularly with that main style. Maybe she's a gold digger.
I guess there's a person for everyone. Not exactly a good one, but someone. I mean, he's such a nice, sincere guy. Why did he settle for her?
Do you have a crush on him or something?
No! He just deserves better.
Like you?
Yes!
Noted.
I'm in charge of the store now, and I'm just bursting with ideas I want to try. Cider season's around the corner. Why not let me sell it for you?
That is an interesting idea.
Yeah, if you want to lose a profit, there's no reason for Applejack to take this deal. It can't be marketing because they already sell out of cider each year. Everyone already knows about it. And Filthy's obviously going to take a cut of the profit for a product that already sells out when they sell it by themselves. This is a very one-sided deal.
Almost a scam, even. You can never trust a rich. Good thing I like bad boys.
What?
Nothing!
Hoo-wee! I tell ya, if the future means me running Sweet Apple Acres and you being quiet, I can't wait.
Whoa! I'm so proud.
That's not a good thing! So Granny Smith explains to Applejack that her snap decision was really dumb and she's gonna have to break her promise to Filthy Rich.
I hate to say I told you so, Applejack.
No, you don't.
I've always thought that the most important thing a pony can do is say exactly what's on his mind to any pony who listens, so every pony everywhere always knows everything you're thinking.
Oh, Big Mac, shall I introduce you to Facebook?
No.
Or how about Twitter?
No.
Oh, wait, how about Tumblr?
No!
No! No! Take a look at what I did last night after we made our deal. Woo! Pretty great, huh?
Such a cool, happy young businessman. Why is he married to that?
Wow, you're really harping on this point.
Harping. Boy, wait till you see my string quartet. Nat 20 on performance!
That's bards for you. Rules just go out the window when they appear.
Whenever Granddad dealt with Granny Smith, she kept her word. If you can't do that, then maybe our families should stop doing business together. All together.
He's just a child, Rich. Jeez.
So, still like your Sunday stallion crush?
Sweetheart, look at my taste in men. He'll have to do a lot worse to get off my list.
You see, Granny's...
Sick!
Wait, Granny's sick? I had no idea.
Wait. Pause the footage. Reverse, forward a little bit. There! Now, enhance!
Whoa, that's a blink and you'll miss it moment. But yeah, Applejack is lying through her teeth and we can figure out where the rest of the plot is going from here. Let's hope they do something new with it.
You were supposed to tell Rich the simple truth, but instead you made things worse with a giant lie.
Thank you for explaining what just happened, Big Mac. I'm sure our blind and or deaf audience are very appreciative.
Seeing Big Macintosh really lay into Applejack about all this is weird. He never talks this much and he has a lot of good points. It's like listening to Ice Bear from We Bear Bears read someone the riot act. But yeah, Applejack feels confident that she told a plausible lie. I sure hope we don't have any of that pesky character continuity to sabotage her plans.
Sorry to drop by unannounced. We just wanted to come by to wish Granny a speedy recovery.
He's so wholesome!
Look, sis, our good friend Mr. Rich and his fiancée are here. Oh, and they brought flowers for Granny on account of she's sick, like you said. Ain't that sweet?
When did Big Mac become a catty high school girl? Can he stay like this? I like it.
No, he can't, because of memes.
Yep. Yep.
What?
Yep.
Excuse me 1 second.
Well, now she has to go to the hospital.
So from that moment on, I took to referring to myself as big or large or...
Whoa, wait. Is Big Mac just a nickname? That throwaway line leaves so many questions. Is his name just Macintosh? Does he have a full name? Did his parents just have no foresight and named him Little Mac?
Okay, can't unsee it now. He needs to chase a black man on a bicycle while wearing a pink hoodie.
Editors, hi, Key here. Sorry to pause all this. I just wanted to tell you, good job on your work so far, and, I am not sorry for all the work I've been giving you. Proceed.
Oh, well, you know how Big Mac can get to talking, especially when he's upset.
AJ, you lost every right to be sassy. Don't try to dunk on anyone when you've dug yourself into a hole.
She's not just in a hole. At this point, she's in the Marina's trench. Is this episode just subtly explaining why Granny needed a hip replacement in season 1?
Wow, for an old lady, Granny can take some hits. Lends more credence to the Earth ponies are strong theory.
And others say that's how the trees got to growing so tall. But to me, it's just how I got my cutie mark.
Wait! What? Okay, pause. It's soapbox time.
You get 2.
Look, it's worth it. From what can be gleaned off this line, Big Mac's cutie mark moment had something to do with the growth of trees. Is that why his cutie mark is an open apple? So we see the seeds that cause the growth? I don't know, and I guess it doesn't matter. Why? Because the staff just put it in as a throwaway line. And we need to get back to this liar reveal plot line that we've seen a billion, cajillion, quadtillion times. I hate when shows put actual interesting anecdotes into throwaway lines. Because unlike series like Avatar or Steven Universe or Star Versus, this show is perfectly content with never going back to previous points ever again. Or at least make us wait years for something to happen. And since G5 is just around the corner, I'm intensely doubting the latter. Look, I don't like to get mad at writers. I'm not mad at them. I know that they get a limited scope of what they get to do and write about. This is just my pet peeve, and you know what would make it better? Some more wholesome Rich. Please.
But we asked when we could come back to see Granny.
Not you, you entitled little! We all live in a yellow submarine.
Oops, that was not medicine. But yeah, if you thought AJ's hole was deep now, boy, wait till you see her shovel.
You just can't see Granny right now because she's got apple blight.
I thought only trees got the blight.
Big Mac's face is my mood.
Whoa, you burned through that sedative fast.
My legs are completely hollow. Try having a cider drinking contest with me.
We're gonna have to hurry if we want to get there before visiting hours are over.
How was this episode pitched? Hey, Hasbros, I have the best idea for an episode to make our writers right. Aren't you the intern? Just follow me here. You know AJ, our most mature, down-to-earth character in the show? Yeah? Well, how about we make an episode with her doing nothing but causing a terrible day for everyone around her? That sounds so generic. But we can have Filthy Rich be a really sweet and nice dude. Sold.
I'm like 90% sure that didn't happen.
The other 10%?
We had episodes like Spike at Your Service, so I rule nothing out.
Telling Filthy Rich that Granny's in the hospital just made everything 100 times worse. What are we supposed to do now?
Did they just give Peter New the episode's outline instead of the script?
Okay, maybe that intern theory is holding more water. I'll reduce it down to 88%.
We gotta get to the hospital right away.
The hospital? Why? Who's sick?
You are, apparently.
Big Mac is the worst wingman ever. Maybe that's why he was single for so long. But AJ lies again and says that the blight is spreading to the hospital folk. Man, these guys are just escalating. So we head to the hospital and...
Oh my goodness!
There are some... back stories we are not meant to know.
Wait, got another one.
My butt is flaming! You proud of that one, buddy?
Yep.
Granny's room. Sure. Just go down here, take a left, then a right, go down some stairs, up a bunch more stairs, through the cafeteria, left 3 more times, and then you're there. Easy as Granny's apple pie.
You know, the more this episode presses on with the adults believing these obvious lies, the more I wish this episode had the twist that Filthy, Spoiled, and Granny knew she was lying this whole time, and was just playing along until she couldn't try to lie her way out of it. They could have just revealed that Granny went to Filthy's store to check if AJ had talked to them about the botched deal, and when Filthy would have told her AJ's further fibbing, they would conspire to have AJ learn the hard way the dangers of little white lies piling up. It would explain Filthy's very persistent checking on Granny's well-being as well. You know, besides from being a good boy.
You know the saying, tropes are tools? That right there is a good example of it. We've seen the liar revealed trope so many times that we get sick of it because nothing new or novel is done with it. But if they knew about this the whole time, that's a great spin on a classic plotline.
This is spinning way out of control, Applejack. Now, I know you thought selling cider in Filthy's store was a good idea, but it ain't worth lying to him about Granny being sick and needing to go to the hospital, or fibbing to Granny about them wanting her to come here to talk about the blight, or...
Big Macintosh, please just listen to me for once!
No!
You fully deserve that reasons you suck speech, AJ. He had absolutely no reason to listen to anything you say. And the only reason he hasn't ratted you out is because he loves you and no one's actually gotten hurt. Yet!
So Applejack goes far enough to put Big Mac on a table under a cloth, and this is like watching a clown car crash in slow motion. And you know how many they can fit in those things.
I'm just looking at the shining twins in the background. They do realize this is a hospital and not a hotel, right? But through a bunch of misunderstandings, Big Mac is put under surgery and Granny Smith is operating on him. Without context, this scenario would be very weird.
And once your trunk turns red like this, the only thing to do is prune the branches.
Now, imagine with me. They were all playing along. That would make everything better. No one would have almost gotten their legs cut off. Filthy Rich wouldn't have wasted his entire workday. The hospital staff wouldn't be distracted by you not wanting to get caught. But eventually, Applejack comes clean and apologizes for lying.
And yes, Big Mac apologizes too for being complicit in the lie.
Maybe if I paid more attention to what you had to say instead of talking all the time, none of this would have happened in the first place.
What? No! If anything, you should have been talking more and nipped this in the bud in the first place. Wait, is this the reason why Big Mac doesn't talk a lot?
That makes no sense.
I just need to talk less and listen more, especially to you.
Listening to her is what got you in this mess in the first place! Constitution save! Huh, that one.
I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Running the farm, not after this display. Not likely.
Second soapbox. First, Granny, you're like 100. Don't be so confident unless you are literally sucking the life force out of Pulse. Second, and this is the giant elephant in the room, where is any address of AJ's parents? They talk very succinctly like they are dead, though Big Mac being the eldest kinda already makes who inherits what kinda clear. And I would have no problem with them not mentioning them and it just being implied that they are gone, like they have done till the perfect pair. If they mentioned, at least once, that baby Apple Bloom was somewhere. Have a crib in the living room. Have her be in a stroller. Something! But no, there is no mention. There's nothing saying that she was there and they got someone to watch her while they were at the hospital. Nothing. And I know this has been said by everyone and their granny that has reviewed this episode, but if it commits any kind of sin, it's putting a giant socket wrench into the Apple timeline. It's so obviously an oversight, but given how family is always a crux in these Apple episodes, it kind of makes it worse.
I hope you learned something too.
I sure did. I learned that no pony starts out perfect, and sometimes you gotta make a few mistakes to figure out who you are.
Was that the lesson? I thought it was don't lie or you'll ruin the family business and get your legs cut off.
Well, it is a good lesson. Shame it had to be attached to this mess of an episode. Okay, yeah, not altogether pleased. Positives? This episode had a lot of funny moments. I thought it was hilarious how things escalated into Big Mac almost getting his leg chopped off. Applejack makes a ton of mean faces, Big Mac got a lot of zingers, and it's nice to reinforce Filthy Rich as a nice guy businessman, which we don't see enough of in fiction. However, the reason for Big Mac becoming more soft-spoken makes no sense, and there was a lot of teasing regarding the characters' backstories that had to make way for a rehash of the liar reveal trope that does nothing new with it.
Look, this episode wasn't the worst in terms of juvenile writing or out-of-character syndrome. On the contrary, the episode being a flashback and explaining why characters are the way they are now makes it avert that. But I just feel like I wasted my time watching the episode. I felt like I gained nothing nor lost anything by watching it, except the timeline problems. It wasn't even standout bad, it was just there. Like a background pony. Yes, I'm referring to the Applejack meme. Hey, I hate that joke too, but they shouldn't make it so easy. It had some chuckles in it, thanks to the awkward awesomeness of Sassy Mac, and the cynical schadenfreude of watching AJ fall over on her lies over and over and over. But even that loses its charm over the course of 22 minutes. Heck, what was even the point of the Apple Bloom setup? We didn't even have a second act interruption or questioning of actions, which, given that we have essentially two possible narrators of AJ and Big Mac, we could have had a lot more of an entertainingly executed episode, having a somewhat meta back and forth, you know? But no. We got something generic and passable, I guess. It's nothing harmful, but there's plenty of better AJ episodes if you're craving the fruit horse. Well, this should stop people from asking me for an episode review for a while, so, thank you, Firebutt. Now I need to use the dryer.
Ah, come on!
Hey, don't make me use this!
You keep those away from me!
Oh, and what are you gonna do about it? That. He's going to do that.
Firebrand, I'm missing a pair of my underwear.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty sure. I had precisely 6 pairs in my load, and now one's gone. I count them all the time.
Considering we don't normally wear clothes, you think you might be taking counting your underwear too seriously?
Is that really what we're ending on?
Yep.